Hello everybody, welcome back to Evolve. We're going to be doing a little bit of a request video for this one. Storm JC, if I've remembered that correctly, has asked me to relive the actual lore days in this particular instance. So we are going to play as METEOR Goliath on Cataclysm with a certain selection of hunters, which we'll get on to in a minute, and I'll explain why these hunters are actually going to be in play. You know, we'll just do the usual with the perks. So we're going to customise a little bit here because we're going to be putting on. He did specifically say EM bucket, but there isn't actually an EM bucket, so I'm going to assume you mean Emmet in this particular instance. For the support, we are going to do Battle Cabot. For the trapper, we are going to do. Oh shit! What did you say? What did you actually say? I believe he said Wasteland Maggie. If I've got that wrong, I am sorry, but it'll just be another video for you. And Renegade Abe is the assault we was going to do anyway. So yeah, we're going to run with this team. Team-wise, in terms of gameplay, it's not the greatest team. So, you know, we'll have to see. Although, I do consider METEOR Goliath to be a little bit less powerful than what his regular brother is in the Stage 2 version of the game. So yeah, there is that. Intro is probably massacred here, but you know, it's me. I do commentate live, so I've not got any sort of script with these videos. But the reason we're doing this is because most of these hunters actually come from around this era in time, with the Cataclysm being the era. And METEOR Goliath himself directly originates from this particular era. So we're just going to be doing some very on-brand and in-flavour gaming in this particular instance. We'll be doing all the usual. We're just going to get a couple of bars into the meter at the beginning. For those of you who don't know, we will explain what I do know based on the lore, because I'm a little bit rusty in terms of some of the characters, but we'll start with Renegade Abe in this particular instance. So the reason Renegade Abe exists and why he's an assault, because obviously this hunter was originally a trapper in the original, you know, iteration of him. He is a direct response to Kyra being canonically killed, because he's actually very attached to Kyra. He cares about her quite a lot beyond obviously romantic and attached. He actually just likes her as a person. And when Renegade Abe comes about in the actual lore, it's because Kyra is actually killed, and obviously it drives him over the edge and sends him mad, and he goes on a bit of a revenge mission, and that's when you get Renegade Abe. I'm not going to speak and say that it's directly the cause when I mention the next character, but Battle Cabot, I believe, is born of just straight up thinning the numbers and desperation. Because Cabot is canonically the hunter that did get everybody together in the first instance. He is the reason all the hunters exist. Just give me a second here because, yeah, we are going to get out. We lost a lot of HP there very quickly. But yeah, Base Cabot is the guy who put the hunter team together against the monsters. And obviously Battle Cabot is more geared towards fighting because his dust tracking turns into a missile, which is an attack-based ability. And his other, you know, his other abilities follow suit at the same time. I am going to look to go straight to Stage 2 here because we've lost half our HP, so I do want to try and buff that back up. You also get a nice damage increase as well. Wasteland Maggie, moving on to her. She is the Cataclysm variant of Maggie, obviously. The flamethrowers that are on Daisy's back that comes with Maggie are actually directly referenced in one of Hyde's dialogues to Base Maggie, in which he says it would be funny to put some flamethrowers on her back, and he starts, you know, teasing Daisy and all that kind of thing, saying you'd love that, wouldn't you, girl, that kind of thing. It is direct. That is actually something that is in the game. It is referenced, and that's obviously supposed to be where that comes from. So Wasteland Daisy is a product of Hyde's passing comments. She did come about in the Cataclysm era as well. Emmet has always existed. Emmet is actually a drone that was used by Nordita, I believe, which is a human organisation in this world. It might be Nordita or it might be Salveron. There's a couple of different brands. who were deployed within the era of the monsters, you know, on the battlefield to assist human hunters. You know, it was a soldier that wasn't, you know, human, so they were disposable in a way. The reason Emmett is especially significant, though, is because he was implanted with a demon core by Jack, the trapper, which is obviously giving him a little bit more, you know, sentience over the rest of the robots. If it's not a bit, you know, malfunctioning-y, that kind of thing. I believe that was a cloak, which is why I couldn't see her there, because we don't have a slim on this team. We're doing decently well in that engage, though. And that leaves us with the star of the show, which is METEOR Goliath. METEOR Goliath is, obviously, as you probably know if you do watch a couple of these videos, is just basically a regular Goliath's response to all the meteors that are going on. It's not explicitly confirmed, but his actual description, like his lore description of the character himself, says he crashes into Sheer. So that sort of implies that he himself is a living meteor, but it sort of clashes with the idea that he's also a response from a regular Goliath experiencing too many meteors, because it would be a regular Goliath that's turned into this, you know? So to say, or to hint at in his lore that, you know, he's a meteorite himself, it's a bit weird on that front. But nevertheless, he is basically a Goliath that is just adapted to the Cataclysm era, basically. The Cataclysm era as well, ladies and gentlemen, because we're going to go that deep, and all this meteor stuff that you're witnessing, is Carly's influence. Carly wasn't actually officially put into the game, but Carly was the monster version of Carla, the hunter, because she would eventually turn into literally the mother of all monsters, being a mixture of, you know, Goliath, Kraken and Wraith, the base first three. We will go for one more. I'm going to try it for Abe. Do land that. That's going to be very slow, yeah. But yeah, there's most of your lore talk, which is probably the basis of why this was requested. There is a lot of background lore with this.
Monster wins.
Excuse me, where the fuck was Emmett? Did I kill him? No, we're on distillery. I was going to say I was going to just carry on. Right, okay. Give me 2 seconds, we'll pin another one in there, you know. It's the glacial video repeating itself again. I actually did not see when Emmett died there. I'm assuming it's because with this mode I can't actually edit it, and the dropship timer takes a lot longer. I think it's like 2.5 minutes as opposed to the minute I'm used to. So I was expecting them to be already back at that point, but they weren't. 2 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Right, dipping into the same round again, just to continue the 2 or 3 more sentences I had to discuss on this topic. Squeezing it into another round. Put the same hunters on, same monster, same map. But yeah, there's a lot of background lore going on. I think I was up to talking about how this is Carly's influence, this is what you're seeing, which is why some of the meteors are also green, which is a bit weird at first glance. It's to sort of symbolise that it is an alien influence that's happening to the planet. This is also further rumoured, or reinforced, you might say, by Factor's death. Factor is a planet that precedes Sheer. Sheer is the planet we are on. That was rumoured to fall to the same monster invasion. Because Maggie herself, base Maggie and obviously Wasteland Maggie because it's the same person, is from Factor. And she's now defending Sheer, obviously, because our actual homeworld died to the monster invasion, so there's a bit of a vendetta going on. But yeah, there probably would have been more Cataclysm variants of other maps as well, should the game have actually got the life it deserved. Wow, that's the Meteors being ridiculous as usual. As long as I don't take the impact there, I should be alright. We've managed to get 2 down very quickly there. The little clock-like symbol you saw there was Battle Cabot's unique shielding ability. It's a bit weird to use, and there was a lot of people who were confused about it because every other support in the game has the shield ability, just it's an area of effect kind of thing. You press a button and it just grants the shield to the rest of your team. Battle Cabot's, for some reason, is actually a skill shot ability, so you press it and you have to fire like a projectile at the rest of your team, and then it will shield those hunters within that blast radius, which is obviously, over just pressing a button and granting your team shields, is a bit ridiculous. That was one of his missiles as well.
Hunter down.
Oh, shit. We'll grab the evolve here. I've got a decent amount of armour, but I don't want to repeat the first round. I'm getting a bit too carried away. I probably killed Emmett like 2 seconds before, but obviously I'm passion chatting about the lore, so I wasn't concentrating. We'll go and grab the stage up. So we've mentioned that the Cataclysm era comes before the Deepest Dark era. The Deepest Dark era we did actually see. I've got a couple of videos on the channel of that. You'd have to dig a little bit way back though, but it's probably, I think I put it in the Hunter playlist. Yeah, it'd be about a year or 2 back now, or a year probably, because it was when this game was having a resurgence, we actually could play it. I can't actually play it anymore for you though, because it actually was tied to the servers, that mode, so it's permanently gone, unfortunately. But that was when you experienced the Queen Gorgon and her influence over the world. We are going to kill Maggie there. Yeah, so it's actually 1 minute 50 for the respawns. There's that projectile again. See how there's only him that gets it though? It's very, like, bad. Like, it's a new sort of ability, but it's just very fucking weird, man. I think he was regarded as one of the worst supports at the time of the, well, this part in the game's timeline, which is now obviously permanent, but he was in serious need of buffs, to be honest. That's everybody returning. Meteor Goliath in this version of the game as well, I'll just say, is a bit mediocre. There was a period of time where, at least in the revival anyway, everybody thought he was like really good. Like they were using him over default Goliath, but it's just me, honestly. This is just my opinion, but I don't think he's as good as regular goalie, because the damage you sacrifice up front is it puts you on the back foot, to be honest, especially against high sustain teams that can AoE heal and heal the DOT you're sacrificing your damage for. It's... yeah, I'd literally just run regular goalie, to be honest. Right, I've killed Emmett, let's remember that. We are going to go for A here, actually. The reason I'm doing this and not actually killing them is because I do like to get stage 3 monsters in every video as well, just because I'm trying to show the game off, you know. But as I said at the beginning of the first round, this team is not that great in terms of damage and sustain, obviously, because they've got a support that has to fucking shoot projectiles to shield his team. It's, you know, they're going to be missing out on a lot of shielding. But we will go to stage 3 now. I will show you what he looks like. I'm going to actually max rank Leap on this one. Oh, thank you for that healing meteor. That's rare. Usually it's a red meteor. It does heal your shields, this, your armour I should say. Okay. Actually full armour now anyway, it's fine. Gone through middle I think.
Relay shield activated.
Overshot that slightly with a flick. It's me taking one of his missiles on my head. It also seems like you have to directly hit the monster with that missile as well to get the most damage out of it, which is quite hard to do, to be honest. Because I do think it has a slight delay on it. I have lost all my armour here though. Do get aimed down. Shit, that's me taking... That's actually going to be it, I think, as well. As I said in the previous video when I did Cataclysm, this mode is not on Favours Hunters. It's just the regular mode. And we also have, it is bots as well, and they're not using like buffs and all the right perks and all that kind of thing. Well, yeah, there you go. Got you to stage 3 at the end there, just to show that off, but yeah, hopefully I did squeeze everything in there. But yeah, there you go. Hope you enjoyed regardless, even though it's a bit of a scuffed one, but you know, that's just me. And I'll hopefully see you for the next one. Bye.